This one is on the right side, sensory cortex, and the motor cortex is on the left side. Let's review. We had studied about the dorsal column tracts. Okay, they carry the sensation of touch, discriminative touch, vibration sense, and proprioception by medial lemniscus system. Okay, and anterolateral spinothalamic tract, it carries the sensation of crude touch and pressure. And sensory pathway from skin of the face is carried by the trigeminal nerves. And this is the picture of the homunculus, okay, that we saw in a different way a little while ago. Let's see how do we do sensory system exam. What we do is the various instruments that are required that I will show you first. For light touch, we use cotton wisp, okay, or we can use camel brush. Fine brush is used. For examining the pain sensation, we use the sharp tip of the safety pin, okay. For temperature sensation, we use test tubes, 2 test tubes, one containing hot water and the other containing cold water. For vibration sense examination, we use tuning fork, and tuning fork should be of 128 Hz. Please remember, the tuning fork should be of 128 Hz. It should not be 256 or 512. 256 or 512 tuning fork is used for examination of auditory cranial nerve, 8th cranial nerve. But for vibration sensation examination, we use tuning fork of 128 Hz. Okay. For position sense, we examine like this, and for 2-point discrimination, we use 2 sharp points like this. And graphesthesia, we write something on the hand of the person, and then the person answers what is the digit that we have written. Stereognosis, we give a known familiar object to the individual. The person palpates it, and once the person has palpated, okay, the person tells us the name of the object that has been given to the person. Another is double simultaneous stimuli. We give simultaneously at two places 2 stimuli, and the person has to tell what are them. So examination technique, we should know that we have to examine from this. First and foremost, we have to take consent from the patient. After taking consent, what do we do? After taking consent, we have to be sure in our mind that we should examine the patient on both the sides. One on the left side and on the right side. That means nervous system is bilaterally symmetrical. We have to examine on both the sides. Okay. Examination technique is we begin distally and then we move proximally. We compare right to left side. When necessary, we assess for a sensory level, peripheral nerve or dermatomal sensory impairment. Okay. That's why the knowledge of anatomy of the sensory systems, including the anterolateral system that subserves pain, temperature, lateral spinothalamic tract subserves pain and temperature, whereas anterior spinothalamic tract subserves crude touch and pressure. Dorsal column medial lemniscal system subserves vibration sense, position sense, discriminative touch, okay, and it guides in our examination. So see, the patient can present to us with following complaints. Patient describes sensory abnormalities in different ways. For example, they may describe it as an absence or reduction in feeling. Absence or reduction in feeling, such as the affected parts feel numb, dead, thick. Okay, the objects feel coarse, and the person cannot tell the temperature, whether the object is hot or cold. Okay, the person cannot feel the texture. They may describe it as altered function, such as they can't hold on to or prick things up. They have difficulty walking at night. They have to watch feet while walking. Okay, they have to watch feet while walking. That means they have to take help of their vision for walking. Okay, they cannot walk as easily as we walk. So, medical terms for various sensory abnormalities are anesthesia. The word anesthesia means loss of appreciation of all forms of sensation. That is anesthesia. Another is analgesia. Analgesia is the loss of appreciation of pain sensation. And hypoalgesia or hypalgesia is decreased appreciation of pain sensation. The various symptoms of sensory dysfunction are paresthesia. Paresthesia are non-painful tinglings, such as when our foot goes to sleep. Dysesthesias, they are unpleasant feelings often described as burning pain. Distorted sensations induced by touching, like hyperesthesia. It occurs when non-painful stimuli are magnified, elevated threshold. Another is allodynia. Allodynia occurs when all stimuli are felt as painful. Patients go to great lengths to avoid things touching them. Another is hyperpathia. Hyperpathia occurs when we have exaggerated, spontaneous, and induced sensation of pain. The pain is described as constant and unremitting. Then, when we are doing sensory system exam, we have to know the sensory system examination. Before examining, we have to know that we have divided the sensations into three types. One is the general sensations, another is deep sensations, and another is cortical sensation. Now, coming to the primary sensory modality, this includes the pain sensation. It can be tested using a pin, toothpick, or a broken tongue depressor, but ideally we use the tip of a pin or tip of the safety pin, okay, tip of the needle. Focus examination in the location of the sensory symptom. If the patient has burning pain in both feet, it can be due to polyneuropathy. So we can start at examining at the toes and work our way up to the shin, that is tibia, to determine the level where there is normal pain sensation. Temperature sensation is measured by the help of aesthesiometer, which is called thermoaesthesiometer. In some part of the world, they use tuning fork, which is run under cold water. But here, in our part of the world, we use test tubes. 2 test tubes are used, and one test tube is filled with the hot water, and the another one is filled with cold water, and that is known as thermoaesthesiometer. Another examination we do is vibration sense. Vibration sense is carried by dorsal column medial lemniscus system. Vibration sense should be tested by using a tuning fork of 128 Hz. Okay. Now another sensation is position sense, that is also known as proprioception. We have to practice on normal people to get a sense of how little the movement needs to be for someone to appreciate it. Okay. We do proprioception examination to know the position sense and to know the position of a person. Another test of proprioception is Romberg's test. Okay. After that, we should know that large sensory fibers subserve discriminative touch, vibration sense, position sense. Okay, this is carried by the large sensory fibers, means they are heavily myelinated posterior columns or medial lemniscal system. Large fibers are myelinated and they conduct faster because they have more myelination, they conduct faster. Only large fibers can be evaluated with nerve conduction studies. Okay, small sensory fibers, they subserve crude touch, pain and temperature. Pain and temperature are carried by lateral spinothalamic tract. Okay. Then cortical sensation examination. Under cortical sensation examination comes stereognosis, 2-point discrimination and tactile localization. Also included is barognosis and other points, but we should know at first what is 2-point, how we do these examinations of cortical sensory system. So graphesthesia is the ability to decipher the letters and numbers written on the skin by feel alone. Okay, so the person should be able to decipher the letters or the numbers that we write on the skin by the feeling that they get, by the sensation that they perceive. Okay, stereognosis, it is the ability to distinguish the object by feel alone. We give a familiar object to the patient. It can be a coin, it can be a coin, or it can be a pen, it can be a marker, like that. Okay, and once we give it, and then we ask the person to identify what the object is. Okay, and if the person is able to identify the object, that means the person can know the familiar, can feel the sensation and know what the substance is and can tell what it is. So multiple areas of the cerebral cortex are being used. That's why it is called cortical sensory examination, cortical sensation. That is what is known as stereognosis. When thalamus is injured, when there is lesion in thalamus, then osteognosis occurs. This is a picture of anterolateral system. Spinothalamic tract carries lateral spinothalamic tract carries pain and temperature sensation. They decussate at the same level of the spinal cord, and crude touch and pressure is carried by anterior spinothalamic tract. Okay. Then we should know about the posterior column tracts. They decussate at a higher level. They decussate at the level of the medulla. Okay. Before that, they travel ipsilaterally, and then they decussate. And once they decussate, they go to the opposite side and then relay in the VPL nucleus of the thalamus, and then carried by the third order neuron to the primary somatosensory cortex. Okay. After that, this is a picture of transverse section of the spinal cord. These are few examples of the spinal cord lesions. These are quite very important for your exams. Okay. And this is the dermatome that we talk of. What is dermatome? Dermatome is a strip of the skin which is supplied by the cutaneous branch of the spinal nerve. Okay. Then, for example, in this picture, we can see this is the C8 dermatome, the little finger, and the middle finger is C7 dermatome, and the thumb is C6 dermatome. Okay, so when there is peripheral neuropathies, then the patient will complain of numbness in this side, radial numbness or dorsal ulnar branch, ulnar numbness, okay, accordingly. So we have to know to be able to diagnose and take care of the patient, okay. So when we do physical examination, what we should do? The main purpose of doing physical examination is we have to know the integrity of the cognitive functions. Okay, differential diagnosis to confirm or clarify a diagnosis. Then we have to plan the treatment. So the list of articles, this is a revision. Okay, cotton wisp or cotton applicators, flashlight, Miscellaneous objects of varied shape like coin, key, marble. This is mainly for stereognosis, the cortical sensory system examination. Ophthalmoscope for examining the eyes. Otoscope for examining the ears. Colored pencil for vision examination, color vision. Okay, pin with sharp and blunt end. Sharp end for pain sensation, blunt end for pressure sensation examination. Okay. Reflex hammer, this is for motor system examination. Tape measure, measuring tape for motor system exam. Tongue depressor for cranial nerve exam. Okay, tuning fork. This is, if it is 128 Hz, it is used for vibration sense examination. If it is 256 or 512, it is used for cranial nerve examination. Snellen's chart, this is for acuity of vision, cranial nerve. This is for olfactory nerve examination. Okay, so what we do when patient comes to us at first is we introduce ourselves, then we start talking about the patient's complaints. Okay, that is what is called health history taking. You might be well aware of the fact how we take history of the patient as you study in your ICM classes. So first we talk to patient about the patient's symptoms and the duration of the symptoms. Okay, then the clinical manifestations. The patient may say that the patient has got pain, seizures, dizziness, visual disturbance, etc., etc. So what is the problem of the patient that we try to find out? Okay, and once we know the problem of the patient, we plan the treatment accordingly. Okay. Like here you see, when we talk with the patient, we can find out what is going wrong with the patient. Okay, so this is regarding the higher mental function. This is regarding the tracts. Okay, primary sensory modalities are fine touch, pain temperature, vibration and position sense. Cortical sensory modalities are stereognosis, 2-point discrimination, double simultaneous extinction, and graphesthesia. Okay, so neurological sensory examination we do for pain and temperature. We pin prick, 1 pin per patient. Sensation of the cold, this is done by thermoesthesiometer. Then we look for sensory nerve or dermatomal distribution. Okay, after that what we do is vibration sensation is examined by a tuning fork of 128 Hz. Okay, and joint sensation is examined by checking the greater toe, Romberg sign. Okay. See here, this picture is showing that we are examining the pain sensation. So this is how we examine. The knowledge of the tracts is, this is the transverse section of the spinal cord. Knowledge of the tracts is very, very important. Once again, let's revise. Spinothalamic tract. For lateral spinothalamic tract is for pain and temperature. Posterior column or dorsal column tract or tract of Gall and Burdock is for fine touch, proprioception and vibration sense. Okay. So we examine according to the dermatome wise in the entire body. Okay. This is how we do for light touch with the help of the cotton wisp. After that we examine for pain with the tip of the pin. Okay, then this is doing examination of the proprioception. We put the patient's finger in different position and we ask the patient to indicate in which position the finger is by having the patient's eyes closed. Okay, then proprioception can be examined by doing the same thing on the great toe. Okay. Vibration sense. We keep the vibrating tuning fork, the base of the vibrating tuning fork at the joint. Okay, and we start from the distal to the proximal. So I conclude here by telling you that I conclude the class on clinical assessment of the sensory system, somatosensory cortex, assessment of the somatosensory cortex by summarizing that we have to know what are the tracts that carry the sensations, the various sensations. Then we have to know Then we have to know how to Thank you for listening so patiently. The main conclusion of this entire chapter about the somatosensory system assessment, the clinical assessment of sensory cortex and different sensations, is that we have to know what are the tracts that carry the impulses. Okay, which sensation is carried by which tract? That is the first and foremost. Then you have to know about the somatosensory cortex, okay, sensory cortex. Then we have to know how do we examine in a patient and what are the complaints that the patient will come up with. Okay, so the patient will come up with varied kinds of problems like these. Then we divide the examination of the sensations under three headings. One is superficial sensations, another is deep sensation, and another is cortical sensation. Superficial sensation includes fine touch, okay, vibration. Then the deep sensations include the vibration sense, okay, and proprioception. And the cortical sensation, it includes stereognosis and tactile localization and two-point discrimination. Okay. Thank you so much, class, for your patient listening. This ends your clinical assessment of the sensory system. Don't run away because I have to take your attendance. Okay. Wait for a while. Then you can.